This is a beautiful ski chalet in the Alps.
And these are gorgeous motorhomes in the Alps.
And these are even more ski chalets in the Alps. But they all have one problem.
I don't understand. What's the problem then?
None of them are on wheels. You just can't take them with you. So here's a question.
Luxury motorhome or ski chalet?
Which one actually makes more sense?
And more importantly, would we actually give this up?
Let's have a look. This is no compromise vehicle. This is a vehicle built for winter living. Warm, dry and self-contained. Big enough to do as you please, have friends round, do whatever you want. Motorhomes come in small, they come in large, and they come in any size in between. You choose, you pays your money, you takes your chance. The point isn't luxury. The point is capability. And when you wake up and you fancy a different view, you simply move along.
Of course, there's something really wonderful about this. Something warm and cosy. Something really special. And I don't know about you, I quite like the idea of sitting in that bath and looking out across the beautiful mountains.
You arrive, you stop. Unlimited hot water, no cables, no toilet dumping, no thinking. It just works. But I suppose you have to remember, in much the same way as not all motorhomes are the same, not all chalets are the same either. Many years ago as a child I literally dreamed about skiing. We were really poor, but Ski Sunday was on TV. I used to watch it all the time, loved it. I dreamt that one day I would be able to go skiing. And not only that, I would be able to go to live the life of those with the money. When our kids were small, despite not having much money, we knew that if we got a camper, we might be able to combine the two things together. After years of scrimping for lift passes and all the trauma that came with that, and kids in a motorhome, we don't actually need to go in a motorhome now.
Well, okay, let's break it all down and jump back in and have a proper look at why we might motorhome over a ski chalet. They're both amazing experiences, but I happen to like our motorhome experiences because we have so much more freedom. But let's sit down and discuss it and see what we really think.
Can you imagine waking up and seeing sights like this out your front window?
Let's be honest, I think a chalet is probably easier.
Yeah, I don't disagree. It probably is easier.
But it's fixed in one location.
That's not a bad thing, right?
No, unless you want to leave and go somewhere else because the snow's not good where you are, or you want fancy a different view, a different scene.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have to think about water, you wouldn't have to think about electric, you wouldn't have to think about parking. Well, you probably have to think about parking.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I wouldn't wake up somewhere new every day.
No, you wouldn't. Same view every day.
Or wouldn't have the opportunity to wake up somewhere new every day.
You sound like a grumpy old muppet.
I probably am, to be fair. I probably am. The real issue, though, is this is where it gets interesting. It's about pressure. Going in the motorhome, it can feel pressure.
Yeah, but I'm sure it must also feel pressurised driving by car as well, or flying to get to the chalet.
I don't mean by driving. I mean by when you're like arriving at an air, having anxiety.
Yeah, but you don't have to stay on an air. You can book a campsite.
Okay, that's a fair point. But peak season, it pushes everything, doesn't it?
It does, but it also pushes chalets and availability.
Okay, so it's a cost factor.
There is a cost factor, yes. We've never actually done a costing of what it would cost us to drive in a car and stay in a chalet versus what it costs us to drive and stay in the motorhome.
That's handy, because that's the next video. I think, personally, out of season, motorhome life is unbeatable.
I'd agree. I love taking my own home with me. I've got all my own things with me. I haven't got to worry about whether I've packed dishcloths and washing up liquid because I know it's all in my motorhome anyway.
And we've got some great videos coming up. The journey home, you know, the things we see on the journey home. You saw a little clip there.
Yeah, it's not just about the destination, is it?
No, I don't think it's all about a destination. It's about the journey.
Yeah.
And I suppose if you've got a camper, then it makes sense to use it.
You might as well use it.
But I did find this year, or this trip, a little bit stressy.
Yeah, maybe not quite so stressy, but maybe not quite as enjoyable. But then maybe it was because it was so busy and everyone was struggling for snow.
Yeah, maybe. So, could we sell the motorhome and buy a ski chalet?
Could you stay put?
Probably not. I'm too much of a free bird that likes to travel about.
Yeah.
Luxury motorhome or ski chalet?
The choice is the freedom that you manage.
Or comfort that doesn't move?
What would you choose?
And why? I think that would be a really nice question for people to answer. So jump on the comments. Tell us, what would you choose and why? There isn't a right answer.
Only the answer that you can live with.
Yeah, I think that's about right.
Yeah.
So you do what you do and enjoy whatever it is that you do. But boy, that chalet looks absolutely gorgeous.
Oh yeah, it's a long hot bath looking out at the mountains. But having said that, I've stayed on a campsite before. Everyone's been out skiing. I've had the indoor swimming pool all to myself, looking out at the beautiful mountains. So not quite a bath, but not far off it.
Yeah.
Similar experience.
And we've stayed at sites that have had a well-being area whereby you can have all the facilities, sauna and all of that going on, which is lovely.
Yeah.
And also the other one, we stayed at a campsite that had its own bathroom.
Yes, your own private bathroom on your pitch.
In St Anton in Austria.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you like. We're just real people.
Well, we think we are.
So enjoy our upcoming videos. And we look forward to seeing you again on the road real soon, where we will be heading for another ski resort. But this time it's our favourite. And we don't think it will be in peak season.
I think it will be.
Oh no.
The dates you've given me, I think that's peak season.
Oh well, never mind. I'm sure we'll have fun.